All right, in this video we are going to go through the standard phlebotomy appointment. So this is just where you draw bloods and for the tubes, not the rapids. So we've set up a test case. As you know, you go to inbox, you'll see the clients for the day, and you click on the client. You're going to the appointment address, the one that's highlighted, not the normal address, the appointment address. It's very important. Where you've got the date of birth, etc., and then you'll see the requirements: GGT, HIV, and a bronchitis questionnaire. Okay, so then again you start from the top and you work your way down. So the first section is the identification. Obviously, if you can't identify the client with a valid ID book, you go and carry on. You do not carry on with the appointment. So in that case, you'll tick no, and then it will prompt you on what to do next. But in this case, yes, and it asks you for what type of ID book, and you just tick it. You'll see that it turns from red to green, which means now it's accepted it and you can move on. From the questionnaire side, there might be more than one questionnaire obviously under this section, but here you can see it asks you, have you done the acute bronchitis questionnaire? So then you're going to carry on with the appointment, do the bronchitis questionnaire in this case. Once you've completed it and the client is signed and all the information is there, then you're going to tick it. Okay. If you haven't done it and you haven't ticked it, it's not going to allow you to submit the case because there's an outstanding requirement. So just make sure that you do the questionnaire, and once you've done it, you tick it to confirm. And then what's nice is that you can upload the questionnaire right there and then at the appointment, which will save you a lot of time after the fact. What you do if you've got a tablet or a Android phone or an iPhone, etc., what you can do is then you just click select file, and this will open up the camera. You can then take the photo of a page per page. So you take a photo of that one, of page 1, for example, and once you take the photo, it will ask you if you want to confirm yes or no. If you say no, it will take you back to the camera where you can retake the photo, because we want clear photos, please. If you're happy with the photo, you click yes or a tick, and then that saves the photo as a page. You'll see it will do that, and that will be page 1. If there's a second page, you can take the photo in the exact same way. You click select file, and you take the photo and you add it. I'm doing it on a computer, so you can do this also if you don't do it at the appointment, but obviously we would like the questionnaires from the appointment, because it saves you a lot of time, and it gets all the information through to the company as quick as possible. What's nice, you don't have to rename it, you just have to take the photo. It automatically renames it once you submit the case. So it will say bronchitis questionnaire for this client, policy number, page 1, page 2. You don't have to do anything other than take the photo and upload it here. Right. If you want to remove the files, you just click on those tabs and then take the photo again or upload the file again. Page 1, page 2, etc. Okay. Once you've completed that and you've ticked all the requests that sits under questionnaires, you move on to pathology. Again, here it has. You just need to make sure you read the request. So here it's gamma GT, you fill a yellow tube, it prompts you there, and you click yes. Okay, in this case it's asked for an ELISA test. All right, so it does, please make sure you read correctly, because it says here HIV ELISA test could not be done. You do this option if the client refuses to do a test. So you see what it does there as you tick it, because the test could not be done, it asks you why could it not be done. All right, and then it gives you the options that you need to choose. In this case, the test could be done, so then you just tick that this test could be done. What we have done is to try and help you, is to prompt how many tubes of blood. So again, you are professional, so you can make the call on exactly how many tubes of what color, etc. you need, but it does give you some indication. So if there are a lot of tests that require a yellow tube, we've done a small calculation in it, so it will say 2 or 3 yellow tube, just to help you to make sure that we get enough blood, or we'll say 1 yellow tube, purple tube, grey tube, so we can just make sure we get all the blood that is needed. And then it will ask you what lab that you send the bloods to. So as you start typing, you will see that it gives you a database, that it pulls from the database, and you can just select which lab you sent it to. The reason why we haven't done this as a drop down is that we want you to start typing it, so you make a conscious note of exactly where you're sending the bloods. The reason why is we've had a lot of problems in the past where a nurse would choose Metropolis when they've sent it to Pharmac, or Pharmac when they've sent it to Empath, etc. So we want to not use the drop down, but you need to consciously type where you're sending the bloods to, so we can accurately follow up if there's anything that we need to check. Okay, and you select that. Again, you'll see that it's gone from red to green to make sure that it is entered, and it's not. If you haven't entered in that field, again, you're not going to be able to submit the case. All right, so we're sending these to the market partners, and here it gives you your travel details. So you enter in your kilometers as you currently do, and it will auto calculate how many kilometers you've traveled. Then you can also enter here your other expenses if there are any that you can claim, and move on. If you want to add a comment on the interaction, client did not want to wait for me, or whatever you want to put here. Or please bear in mind that these comments are your saving grace as well as ours. So if please write anything that you need just to know about the appointment. If you think the client is pulled away, so he might be bruised, whatever, please put that information in here. That's very important for us, because then we don't have to phone you and ask you for information or anything of the sorts. You've given us all the information here. We can just pull it from the case. But please note that this information goes directly to the companies. It's available for the advisors to see, for the clients to see, for the insurer to see. So please make sure you're always professional at any stage. So do not use any swear words or any derogatory comments. We want you to give us accurate feedback on the interaction. So if the client was rude to you, absolutely, please put there that the client was not friendly or not rude, but you keep a professional manner at any time. If the client was great, you say the client was great. But as I say, just keep it very professional, and please be conscious of your spelling and grammar. You don't do change status. Change status you only use if you can't do any of the appointments. You'll see that it only gives you these options. So you don't put change status in if you've completed the appointment. In the past, you used to have to choose a case to be successful, but we don't do that anymore. The computer will do that, or your tablet will do that automatically in the background. All you have to do is make sure that all the cases and all the things are ticked, and that everything is 100% accurate, and then all you do is submit the case. You'll see that it will grey out a little bit, and then we'll take you back to your inbox. You'll see that that client's now gone. And there you are, and that appointment is done, and you can move on to the next one. All your feedback is done because you uploaded the forms at the appointment.